Hi, I'm Daniel Ventura and welcome to the PROMiXX Academy. Here are my 8 tips for getting ripped over the age of 40. Shorten your time in the gym. Now, as a youngster, when I started going to the gym, I could train for 2, maybe 3 hours and still have plenty of energy left over to keep going on. Now, as an aging man, one thing that does deplete is your testosterone and human growth hormone levels. So, subsequently, your time in the gym should shorten also. Training for too long as you get older will have a negative effect. So, shorten the time in the gym and have greater results. Lessen the intensity of your workouts. As a young man, everything on your body is brand new. Your muscles, your joints, your ligaments. So you can hammer your body and you can get away with pretty much anything without injuring yourself. But as an older man, it's not the same story. You have to take it a little bit easier because it's not the car, but it's the miles on the clock that's the problem. So lessen the intensity and stay injury-free. Lift lighter weights and higher reps. Now, one thing that happens when you get older is that your joints aren't what they used to be. When I was younger, I used to do what was called ego lifting, pushing far heavier than I could possibly take, but back then my joints and my bones could take it. But as an older man, I don't want to risk the injury. Studies have shown that if you lift lighter weights but in a higher rep range, you can build just as much muscle as you can with a lower rep range and heavier weights. So why don't you give it a whirl and see what comes out? One thing I hear a lot of guys with families and full-time jobs say is that they don't have time to train. Now this, I'm afraid to say, is just an excuse. If you want time, why not try reading the book The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. In this book, he explains that just by getting up half an hour or even an hour earlier than your usual time, you can cram in meditation, you can do affirmations, goal setting, and even work out in that extra hour. So you don't have time, that's just an excuse. Make time. Now, it's almost impossible to build muscle and lose fat without significant amounts of testosterone flowing through your body. Now, as we all know, as an older man, you produce far less and less. So it's important to supplement your diet with the right supplements so you can keep boosting testosterone in a natural way. One thing I take every single day before bed is ZMA, and also to complement that, vitamin D and vitamin K. Now, on top of all these supplements, I like to have cold showers every single day to help boost my testosterone. For more info on cold showers, check out my previous video. Now, they say variety is the spice of life, and it's very much true with exercises. It's a fact that if you do the same exercises back to back for 4 to 6 weeks, your body starts to get used to it and the exercises will cease to work. So make sure that you keep your exercise programs varied and change them regularly. Every 4 to 6 weeks will do. So as we all know now, testosterone and human growth hormone declines as we get older, and subsequently your metabolism will slow down. So I'm sure you all know people that used to eat whatever they wanted to when they were 20, 25 and never put on any weight, but when they get to 30, 35, all of a sudden they look at a Mars bar and put 2 pounds on. Now this is a clear indication that testosterone levels have dropped and also human growth hormone levels. So it's important to know your calories in versus your calories out, and make sure that you have a calorie deficit every single day so you're not putting on weight in your early 40s. So now you're in your early 40s, you've made your money, you've got your dream job. Now you have the money to buy a personal trainer. So when it comes to nutrition and training, leave nothing to chance and get a professional. Someone like me, DanielVenturaFitness.com. So if you like this video and want to see more of the same, why not click like and subscribe, and make sure to leave some comments below. Hi, I'm Daniel Ventura and welcome to the PROMiXX Academy, and here are my 8 tips for getting ripped over the age of 40, just like me.